Good afternoon, sir. Myself Mohammad Asif from Computer Science Engineering D section, second BTech, and my today CAA assignment 2 topic is creating table with key and integrity constraints. Let's move on our topic, sir. Here, entire outline of the presentation: introduction, keys and constraints, primary key, foreign key, not null, check, unique, default, and summary table. Let's discuss one by one. First of all, introduction. To create to create tables with key and integrity constraints in SQL, you use create table statement and specify the constraint as part of column definition or as separate table constraints. Creating table in DBMS. A table is a basic storage structure in a database that stores data in rows and columns. The create table statement is used to define a new table. Table means nothing but relation. Here this is general syntax: create table, table name, column 1 data type, column 2 data type. This is the general syntax of the creating table. Here my topic is keys and integrity constraints. Let's discuss about keys. Keys are special fields or combination of fields used to identify and link records in a database. They ensure uniqueness and help maintain relationship between tables. Simply we say keys are used to identify records and building relationship. This is simply definition. Types of keys: primary key, foreign key, candidate key, composite key, and there are many types of keys. But here we discuss about only primary key and foreign key. And let's discuss about integrity constraints. Integrity constraints are rules that enforce the correctness of and valid of data in database. Simply says integrity constraints are rule ensure that data says accurate and meaningful. This is the general definition. Here types of integrity constraints are not null, check, unique, default, primary key, foreign key. Let's discuss one by one. First of all, primary key. A field which is used to identify a record uniquely. Uniquely means this is a unique value in a relation. That's why it is a unique primary key. A column or combination of columns can be created as primary key, which can be used as a reference from other table. A table contains primary key is known as master table. It must be unique. It must be uniquely identify each table in each record in a table. It must contain unique values. That I am saying. Unique value is nothing but primary key. This is a simple definition. It cannot be a null field. It cannot be a multiple port field. It should contain a minimum number of field necessary to be called unique. Here this is the general syntax I already displayed in the slide. Create table, table name, column name, data type, size, primary key. Here this is the general syntax. Here I display example also. Create table students, roll number, int, primary key. Here roll number is primary key. Name varchar, not null, age int. Here in this table, in this example, roll number is unique value. That's why it is a primary key. Let's discuss about next foreign key. A foreign key is a column or a set of column in one table that refers to the primary key in another table. It is used to enforce differential integrity, ensuring that a value in a foreign key column must exist in a reference table. It helps maintain relationship between tables. The table with a foreign key is called a child table. The table referenced is nothing but parent table. A foreign key have null values unless otherwise restricted. A table can be have multiple foreign keys. Here this is the general syntax. Syntax is create table, table name, column name, type, size, foreign key, column name, references table. Here foreign key gives the relation between two tables, relation between parent table and child table. Nothing but relation. It says relation between main table and normal table. Here this is the example. Create table customers id. Here I take customers table id integer. Here integer is a primary key, and here create next key. Next, in first table integer is a primary key. In second table name foreign key. Here second table create products customer id integer name varchar. Here I use foreign key in second table. not null. This is a constraints, integrity constraints. Let's discuss about integrity constraints. Not null. The not null constraint ensures that a column must have always value. It prevents inserting null, that means empty values, into a column. It is one of the integrity constraints. Sometimes certain attributes are mandatory. Example, a student roll number or an employee name should be never be left blank. If you don't use not null, the database will allow null values, nothing but missing values, which can lead incomplete or inconsistent data. In table, we must want consistent data. Here, this is general syntax is create table, table name, column name, data type, size, not null. Here, this is the general example. SQL create table, employee number, not null, employee name, varchar. Here, employee number must be exist. That's why here not null we used. Let's discuss about check constraint. Is used to limit the values that can be placed in a column. It ensures that each value in a column satisfy a logical condition. If condition is false, database will reject the insert or update. A table can have multiple check constraints. Check constraints can be applied at a column level or table level. Here check constraint means it satisfy some certain condition, logical condition is nothing but check constraint. Let's see syntax. Create table, table name, column name, data type. Here check logical expression. Let's discuss about example. Here I take students table, roll number, primary key, name not null, age. Here age means the student's age is greater than 18. Otherwise it do not consider. Here this is check constraint, age greater than or is equals to 18. Here another check constraint also I used, that means marks between 0 to 100. This is also one type of check constraint. Unique. The unique constraint ensures that all values in a column or a set of columns are different. It prevents duplicate values but allows nulls. Depending on the DBMS, usually one null is allowed. Some allows multiple. It also a key constraint. Sometimes it's also a key constraint, a type of integrity constraint. Here general syntax is create table, table name, column name, data type. Unique. Here I consider employees table, employee ID primary key, email is unique. Here all the students have all students don't have same email ID. That's why all students don't have same email ID. They are different email IDs. That way email is unique queue. Phone number is also a unique queue. I use this example. Next, default. The default constraint is used to assign a default value to a column when no value is provided during insert. If the user does not specify a value, the database will automatically insert a data value. Helps avoid null values. It means when the user when we give default value, already we give default value, and when the time of inserting we don't give values, it can automatically consider default value, which is firstly we insert in the table. Here this is a general syntax is create table, table name, column 1, data type, default values. Here we use default value in column name. Let's see example. Create table. Here I use orders example. Order ID is nothing but primary key, customer name not null, okay, status varchar, default pending. Here I already use pending in like default value. While inserting, when I don't give any elements in the status, it will automatically consider like pending. It means it helps avoid null values. This is the summary of the overall all primary keys and integrity constraints. Summary table, nothing but primary key is unique queue plus not null. Primary key means the value must be unique queue and it not null, identifier for each record. Foreign key, enforcer, it gives relations between two tables. Not null. No null values allowed. Null values do not allowed in this in the table. Check constraint. Uh, check constraints is the table must be satisfies the condition, logical conditions. Default assigns default value if none of the value is given. Unique values must be unique. It allows null values sometime. That's complete. Thank you, sir. This presented was presented by Muhammad Asif from Computer Science Engineering Department, D section, 2nd BTech, Srinivasa Ramanujan Institute of Technology. Thank you, sir.